Did y'all see Philly's DA out here flapping his gums about how he's going to prosecute ICE agents if they come into his city? I mean, I guess to be fair, that goes right on par for Larry Krasner, seeing as he prosecutes cops more aggressively than the people who assault or try to kill them. Let's bring out the receipts. You see, every year in Philadelphia, there are about 60 officer victim cases, and about 60% of those end up in reduction, dismissal, or withdrawal. These are cases where the officers have been shot at, struck by vehicles, seriously injured, or involved in deadly force encounters. Meanwhile, in the same city, only about 1 or 2 cases a year involve cops themselves being criminally charged, and those get the full weight of prosecution. But Larry goes on in his little speech where he says that the president cannot pardon a state conviction, and that part is technically true. Article 2 pardons only apply to federal offenses. But here's the very important part that he left out, because what political theater would be worth watching if it included the entire truth? You see, he's implying that states can freely prosecute federal officers, and that is false as a matter of constitutional law. Because there's a huge controlling doctrine that he never mentions, supremacy clause immunity. Because under Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution and long-standing Supreme Court precedent, states may not criminally prosecute federal officers for actions taken in the course of lawful federal duties as long as the officer reasonably believed that their actions were necessary. And there is a legal test for this that is actually quite simple. Was the officer authorized by federal law to be there and act? And did the officer reasonably believe that the action was necessary to perform that duty? The answer is yes, and the state prosecution cannot proceed regardless of what the DA says in his little performative speech. So when he says that you will stand trial and you will be convicted, it's my office prosecuting, and that's how the law works. No, that's not how the law works for federal officers acting under federal authority. Because the Department of Justice can remove that case to federal court, and once it's there, federal court applies supremacy clause immunity, and then the state prosecution can be barred entirely. So once again, we have elected officials out here spouting off things that they think they can do that they do not have the power to do. Just like the mayor of Minneapolis and Governor Tim Walz saying that they're going to activate the National Guard against ICE agents. So you're encouraging an insurrection and civil conflict with law enforcement. And you liberals are dumb enough to do it because somebody in office told you to. You know what? At this point, let Darwinism take effect. This was fun. Have a day.